Good morning, everyone. This morning we've got another unboxing and first impression of some tactical gear. Both of these units are from Olight. It's a product I had not used for many years, and I got my first one about a year and a half ago, and then maybe 6 or 7 months ago I picked up a Perrin Mini. This was actually, I believe, a Knife Center special when I got it, and I got it specifically because it was a 90-degree configuration, and it came with, I wish I had it with me, but it's actually out in the car in my pack, a Velcro patch with a swivel mechanism on it. It's actually quite cool and very robust. So you can clip into it and give yourself angular control in this configuration up and down. So it works really well on a pack for lighting in dark walks to the car and that sort of thing. But this light was my first experience with Olight's kind of new configuration. This beefy little machined aluminum, aircraft aluminum body. The magnetic charging is very convenient, but what is even nicer is the magnetic interface is so strong that we can use it like an emergency light. So if I'm under the hood of the car, it clips on, it holds really well. When I use it at work, I can clip it on anything metal and use it in that way. So after, like I said, about 7 months of almost daily use, you can barely tell that it's not just come out of the box. It's really well made, and it has stood the test. So when Olight had their December special, I decided I was going to grab another one, and I got the I1R Baton 2 because, again, its configuration is very similar, or its build is very similar to the Perrin, and except it's a straight on 90-degree standard flashlight configuration. So I wanted to go for that. The December special was kind of cool, and with the purchase of the SIR, I had the option to take a I1R 2 for free. So this is a keychain version, which we're going to look at. I was going to give this as a gift, actually. So anyway, been waiting for it for a week or so, and it's time to have a look. They literally just came in the mail. Nice easy unboxing. We'll pull out tab. Nothing else in here. Minimalist packaging. Big fan of that. So on the back we have some case candy. Basic instruction manuals. Very important. I say basic, but from my experience with the Perrin, these things have a lot of features. Cycling through the lighting levels, cycling through locks and unlocks, emergency options, map reading options, all very easy to do, but this is so important to have to understand the button configuration and the series and sequences in which you need to fully utilize your Olight product. So look through these when you get a chance. This one comes with a nice little crushed velvet kind of satchel to pack it in. That's kind of nice. Looks like a little pen pocket on the side. Okay, wasn't expecting that. And of course comes with a lanyard just like the Perrin did. This, again, I cannot speak more highly of. Very good quality. Soft and flexible to get around the wrist, but also locks up, right? Really easy unit. And when you're working, you think, why would I use that? Well, when you're working away, if I'm working on a machine or I'm under a hood or whatever, and I'm crawling around and I'm using it, and now I need both hands, I never lose it. I could drop this down into a chip bin or down into an auger so easy and just lose it. But if you don't have a place to stick it, this thing is great. And it saved me many times from losing this unit. So also comes with their soft lanyard, which is nice. Then we have the magnetic charger. These things are really great. Now they're sturdy, aluminum housing, USB, so it can go plug into your computer, plug into a wall wart, whatever you want. But they are very solid, and they go on and then they light up. They do have an LED on them to tell you this little unit around the cable here, this will actually lights up. Red when it's needing charging, and of course it goes green. But the lockup is really nice, and that's great. You just leave it plugged in, hack it on there, it stands up by itself or lays down on its side. This is a really great system that Olight uses, and they're interchangeable. So now I have a spare. I just have one and charge everything. And what do we have here? Okay, my other one came with this as well. These are battery disposal boxes that they come with. I actually use them to transport all sorts of cool little things, but what they're for is when the batteries, the rechargeable batteries inside die because they're replaceable, this is how you transport them for recycling. So they include that. Again, very, very good idea. Now the light itself, very nice. Black with some nice blue accents. Now this is a 1,000 lumen unit, just like the Perun. Let's see here. So we're almost identical in size. The Baton is slightly longer, but they're the same diameter, the same, not exactly the same checking, but very similar. Same clip, great clip. This thing works fantastic. We can clip this way, and then you can clip this way. So if you're putting it on some molly on a sleeve, clip it this way to put it on a hat, clip it this way to stick it on. It's very good. It's really well made. It's spring steel, and it's very versatile. Let's see if we have some charge out of the box. We do not. Okay, that's pretty standard. So that is our SR1 or S1R Baton 2 from Olight. Very nice accent color on it. Didn't expect that. I thought it was all black. Okay, but a great little package. Very small, very compact and transportable. Button on the side is going to be something to get used to after so long with the button on the top. But again, pretty standard. So there is the S1R. Send it away. Oh, and there's a good example of what I was talking about. You see how, of course, internally it has a rechargeable battery. And that is great. This is why we have to read things. So it has an insulating filament in it. Ta-da! This is why we need to read the instructions. So that is why we have no light. And you see we have rubber seals and gaskets. These things are watertight. There we go. So we do have power right out of the box. Really nice. and you hold the button down and see how it cycles through. Very simple, from 200, 400, 600, 1000. So if you want, now that's the power you're going to get. Turn it on, hold the button down, and cycle through the brightness that you want to work with. Very simple, very easy to use. Now, going through the instructions, I guarantee you there are going to be some other sequences with the on-off button in order to get it. They usually have an emergency power setting, which is super bright, which is actually very tactical, blinding an opponent or blinding an animal to get away. And a map reading. The 90 degree, the Perun had a map reading setting, which was ultra low, which was fantastic out in the field because it doesn't cast a great deal of ambient light around so people see you, but it gives you just enough to read a map, read a book, whatever, and not have a lot of glare. That was a great feature. Now I'll have to go through the instructions to see if this one has it. Okay, moving on to the 1i, or the I1R2. So here we have a nice little rechargeable unit that's for the keychain. Again, minimal packaging, which I'm a very big fan of. The less we have to recycle, the less it's going to find its way into our environment. Okay, nothing else in there. What do we got in the back? We have, again, instructions. Read them. This one is 150 lumens all the way down to 5. So not a lot of power here, but it is a quickie keychain. It is also not the magnetic style. It is a mini USB to charge this thing up. So it comes with its own charging cable. And the unit itself, this tiny little unit. But again, aircraft grade aluminum. And we are a twist style on this one, which I like for keychain lights. I don't like buttons on keychain lights because they self-deploy so often, and when you need it, you don't have any light. So this is an easy turn. Off all the way to the left, and then we turn to the right. Let me see if this has it. This does. So here's something kind of unique here. And I remember this from my research before I got it. The older version, or I would say the first iteration of this product, if you unscrewed it, you could lose this, right? It would unscrew all the way off, and people complained they'd lose their light off their keychain because this would unscrew, fall off, battery's gone. The new one, when you unscrew it all the way, it pops out, and that's where your recharging port is. So it's a hidden waterproof recharging port. But what that means is if it unscrews all the way, it's not going anywhere. It's locked in, which is a really, really great feature of this product. So you unscrew it, pop it open, there's your charge port. Come back together, your waterproof seal, and there we go. We turn until we get low, and then turn again, and you get high. So 5 lumens, which is still a lot of light for, again, reading a map, looking under the seat, checking out what that is. Hey, what's that in the car? Then 150 compared to the 1000 of the Baton. This is a lot of light. It's got a great throw. And then you simply twist it, and you can't really, you can't see this, but it does have a feel. You can feel when that's going to disengage. You're coming around, you feel it tightening up. Okay, this is where my light's coming on. Yep. And then just turn it all the way in. Very nice. It's not loose, so it's not going to self-deploy. It's not. When you're here, it's staying there. It's not wobbling. It's not loose. It's not flimsy. It's very well made. Okay, so that is the Olight I1R 2 EOS. That's your keychain version. And that was a really nice buy one, get one. They had quite a few and still do have their December sale going on. But this combination for me, I think was a no-brainer. After the success I've had with the Perun, going with the Baton, and then getting the bonus, which I think I am going to rebox this, and this is going to be a gift for somebody because I don't really need another one, and I have a particular friend that could really use one. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for putting up with me. Like, share, put some stuff in the comments section to let me know what you think, or if there's any products, particularly tactical, that you would like to see and you would like reviewed. I will follow this up with some outdoor reviews on this product, especially out in the snow now. So that's it. Have a great day and stay safe.